Get ready, America, for this is the best of Destination Small Town, a Cluck TV production, featuring the shows that have taken Sweet Swine County by storm. The reality hit, The Real Housewives of Sweet Swine County, Sweet Swine's favorite music show, Backstage at the Commune, the tastefully done cooking segment, Cooking It Up with Betty, the always zany soap opera, As the Corn Grows, and of course, the wildly popular talk shows that share what's happening inside and outside Sweet Swine County. Which shows will you be seeing today? Stay tuned and find out right after the break.
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of The Sweet Swine Diaries, a collection of unauthorized biographies by Cassidy Davis, featuring a riveting collection of the exotic, neurotic, chaotic, and even psychotic stories about the lives of the Sweet Swine County ladies. Miss Davis is quoted as saying, "I have never seen so many single women with so many problems in my life. Enjoy." Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit destinationsmalltown.com.
Get ready, because our culinary expert and, dare we say, wine aficionado beyond belief, Betty Thompson, is preparing some tantalizing dishes for us on her show, Cooking It Up with Betty. In the midst of cooking, our dear old Betty does join her What's Cooking reporters traveling throughout our story country. Now, on this station and the web.
This program has been made possible by SweetSwineScoop.com, the online magazine that keeps Sweet Swine County citizens informed on what's happening. For if it happens in Sweet Swine County, it's news to us.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of As the Corn Grows. Today, we join Mrs. Swanson as she meets with Agent Gabriel to discuss the whereabouts of Aunt Ella's child.
Mrs. Swanson, this gentleman here says he's here to meet with you.
Well, don't act so surprised. Send him over here. Well, what took you so long? This is my third cup of coffee.
Calm down. I'm here now. You want to see this report or not?
Well, yes, I do. Hand it over, Gabby.
It was a little harder for me to track down the kid than I thought. The paper trail went cold in Missouri.
What do you think they're talking about?
Beats me.
I think they're spies.
Why?
He called her Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry?
Are you sure about this?
Yep, double-checked her myself.
Yourself?
Yes, myself. I had two of my best field agents gather the information, and I did the confirmation myself.
Katie Olson is Aunt Ella's daughter?
Keep reading, it gets more interesting.
But Katie was Aunt Ella's niece.
Ella Olson's brother and sister-in-law were trying to have another baby, but they were unsuccessful. So Ella came up with the idea of having them adopt her child.
This is a small town. You can't get by with something like that.
That Ella gal, she was crafty, I'll give her that. She had her sister-in-law dress up in maternity clothes, and when the time came, she had the gal meet her in Missouri, and the baby was born.
Maybe we should have recruited her as a CIA agent.
The sister-in-law returned slim and trim, baby in her arms, and nobody was the wiser.
Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Well, thank you kindly, little lady.
So, Ella's child, Katie Olson, has been in Sweet Swine for over 3 years.
Well, not exactly. You haven't read the good part yet.
Good part.
Can I get you anything else?
He's fine, Norma.
Norma, the orders are piling up. Back to work.
I'm coming. Hang on.
Eyes here, Casanova. What did you find out about the girl?
Katie Olson was covering an assignment in Nepal, and her party disappeared 3 years ago.
Oh, now you're just making that up. She was just here. I saw her with my own 2 eyes.
I think you're losing your touch.
I need a refill on my soda.
Me too.
Nosy Norma just keeps hanging around the spy table.
Maybe she's a spy too.
Stop stalling.
The Katie Olson that you have known for the last 3 years was actually the real Katie Olson's housekeeper in LA. And when she was notified of Katie's disappearance, she also received a certified letter about an inheritance here in Sweet Swine County.
Are you sure I can't offer you a little bit of coffee cake, especially baked?
Norma, please stop hanging around. Can't you see that this is a private conversation? Gammy, please. Norma, scoot.
Jeez, some people.
So, this housekeeper has been impersonating Katie Olson all this time?
You got it.
Hey, I just heard him say something about field agents.
Field agents?
Yeah, they're trying to track down a kid.
Don't look at me.
We haven't seen hide nor hair of this imposter for over 3 weeks.
Well, she probably thought she better get while the getting was good.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means Katie Olson's daughter is alive and well and living here in High Horse.
Aunt Ella's daughter, Katie Olson, had a child, and she is here in High Horse?
Small world, huh?
Hello, Marianne? Yeah, say, I need to set up an international wire transfer. It goes to the West Indies Bank of the Grand Cayman Islands. The account holder's name is Ima Clown, and the account number is 18837. I need $250,000 sent there before the end of the day. Yes, no, I understand exactly what I'm doing. Just get that handled and call me back within an hour. Thank you.
Mr. Olson, FedEx just delivered a package marked urgent and personal.
Well, it must be urgent and personal. Would you bring it in, please?
Right away, boss.
Thank you, Wilma. Say, I'm expecting a call back from the bank. Put it through as soon as they send it over.
Sure thing, Mr. Olson.
Dear Dad, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Living with you and Miss Minnie for the last 2 years was the best 2 years of my life. I couldn't ask for a better father than you. That's why I'm writing you this letter. I overheard Mom talking to you the other day on the phone. I heard her say that you could have me back for $250,000. After you said you'd pay and she hung up the phone, I heard her talking to Gaspar, her knife-throwing husband. They were laughing and planning their retirement on your dime. Then I heard them say that I wasn't your son. All this had just been a scheme to export money out of you. So I had to write to warn you not to pay Mom $250,000. As much as I'd love to be with you right now, it just wouldn't be the right thing to do. I will always remember the lessons you taught me and the kindness Miss Minnie showed me. Who knows, I'm 15 years old, and in a couple years I just might buy me a ticket back to Sweet Swine. After all, we may not be related by blood, but you will always be in my heart. Your son for a little while, Little John.
Oh, crap. Wilma, get Marianne Chappell at the bank on the phone right now.
Right away, Mr. Olson.
Oh, my. Now, isn't that a sad turn of events? I'm going to miss that kid. Will Cousin John be able to stop the wire transfer before Mystic Ray's plan succeed? I guess we'll find out after the break.
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of One Duck, One Ventriloquist, an Autobiography by Lawyer Ed. Talented, driven, hungry for fortune and fame, the story of a man and his wooden duck against the world. The High Horse Herald says, "This guy quacks me up. What a character, and the lawyer's funny too." The New Pork Periodical says, "Best $2 I ever spent on a book." Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
The lifestyles led in the small towns and counties of the Midwest are like no other. But we seldom hear about the points of interest and businesses located in these towns. Well, there's one TV station that's made it their mission to make sure the stories of the small towns of the Midwest are told, Cluck TV. That's right, Cluck TV, located in the neighboring county of Sweet Swine. See all the towns that are covered on KLUKTV.com.
This program has been made possible by the Swine Song Commune, where musicians, artists, and hippie types live together and share their passions. To learn more, visit the online magazine at sweetswinescoop.com.
Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now, we join Betty Thompson as she and Prairie Ann discuss the latest goings-on in Sweet Swine County.
So who's watching the Giddy Up Boutique for you today?
Well, my cousin Destiny.
Well, I thought she was the bartender over at the Moonlight Cabaret.
Well, she is, but you know what happened? She got her hours cut. So she needs some spending cash, and well, I've been working 60 hours a week, and to be honest with you, I need some time off.
Wow. Well, I had heard that Cousin John had hired you back as the field reporter. Now, whatever happened there? How did that go? And,
Oh, man, it's a long story. You wouldn't believe it. My sister, Daisy May, blackmailed him. But when he came out of his coma, he saw the error of his ways.
Back up just a minute. Your sister, Daisy May, got you fired? How can that be?
Yeah, how can that be after all I've done for her?
Well, shocking, and she's your sister after all. Gosh.
Well, I've got something to tell you. Daisy May was adopted. Yes, she was adopted.
Really? Well,
I don't tell very many people.
You guys don't look like sisters, you don't act like sisters, but being adopted, that makes sense. Now, I can see that answers a lot of questions.
But when I was 12, a friend of my mother's, a very dear friend of hers, they were in a horrible car accident, and both of them were killed.
Oh my goodness, how sad.
There was a little girl, and my mom was named guardian in her will.
Well, they must have been very close friends for her to be named guardian, but your mother was a really nice woman. So she just took Daisy May in and raised her as her own?
Yes, and I loved her like she was my own sister too.
Well, of course you did, the poor little thing.
And I don't know if you know, but when I was almost 18, my folks were killed in this horrible hay baling accident, and we were left orphans.
Oh, I do remember, sweetheart. What a traumatic time for you.
It was very traumatic, and then all Daisy May can do is just spread horrible, vicious lies about me.
Lies?
Yes, lies. She keeps saying this ridiculous story about how I went Looney Tunes and Mrs. Swanson had to take care of her.
Well,
what?
Well, sweetheart, she wasn't lying about that.
What? You're telling me I lost 3 years of my life?
Well, Dr. Cornell Sr., he helped you through that, sweetheart. Don't you remember any of this?
I can't believe I abandoned my own sister.
Oh, honey, abandon is such a harsh word. You know, you were having issues of your own. You could hardly take care of yourself, let alone a spirited preteen. And, you know, it was just awful watching you walk around numb, so un-Prairie Ann-like. Now, does Daisy Mae know that her real mother and father are dead?
No. Mom just told her that she was adopted.
Well, has she ever tried to find her own parents? Has she ever looked for them? Does she have that secret wish that they're going to find her, be reunited? Maybe she's got, you know, blood relatives somewhere?
Oh, you know, Daisy Mae, who knows with her what she's going to do, where she's going to go next?
Well, sweetheart, don't you think she deserves to know the truth? And coming from you would be a kindness, even after all this time. You know, it would put her mind at ease.
You really think so?
And, you know, maybe even make it, you know, less tense between the two of you. You could have a new beginning. What do you think?
I don't know.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me here today, pretty lady.
Oh, but Daniel, you sounded so upset on the phone.
Well, I do not know where to start.
But Daniel, look at me. It's me, Minnie, remember?
Oh, yes, Minnie, it's no use.
What is it, Daniel?
Well, Minnie, I love you. I love your hair and your eyes and your colorful wardrobe.
But I'm your brother's girl.
Are you? I know you have feelings for me.
I do, but Johnny and I have been together for over 10 years.
Well, I see no ring on your finger. My brother treats you like an employee. No, he treats you worse than an employee.
Oh, he's just a little gruff around the edges.
Listen, Minnie, life is too short to sit around waiting for something to happen that may not happen. If John was going to marry you, he would have done it by now.
But Daniel...
I am not leaving Sweet Swine County without you. I have business to attend to in Alabama, and I guess I'm asking you to come away with me.
But I'm Johnny's girl. Johnny needs me.
I love you, Minnie. And I want to build a life with you.
But I'm Johnny's girl. I'm so confused.
Minnie Mae Olson, would you do me the honor of becoming my wife? I'm in here, Minnie.
What is it, Johnny? Wilma said you urgently needed to see me.
Well, I did. I do. Just sit with me for a second, if you would.
What is it, Johnny?
Well, I got a letter from Little John today.
You did? Where is he?
He wrote to tell me he's fine, but he also overheard his mother telling Gaspar, her knife-throwing husband, that he really wasn't my son.
Oh, Johnny, no.
Yeah, it was all just a plot to try to get money out of me.
Oh, John. Little John loves you. He will always love you.
Oh, you know, I know, and I love him, and that won't ever change, but it kind of got me thinking about my life, you know. Minnie, you know I love you.
I know, Johnny.
And I just couldn't bear it if I lost you too. You know, and I probably should have done this years ago. Minnie, will you marry me?
Two proposals in one day? Do I hear wedding bells in Sweet Swine County? Will Miss Minnie say I do? And will it be Cousin John putting the ring on her lovely little finger? I guess we'll find out after the break.
This program has been made possible by The Daily Boar. This sometimes daily newspaper reports the news the residents of Sweet Swine County want to know. Also now featured online at sweetswinescoop.com.
Get ready, because just when you thought you'd gotten the cockleburs out of your overalls, they're now on TV. That's right, this is one weed you won't want to pull. the Cocklebur Morning Show with hosts who deliver a mix of news, entertainment, and information about the communities throughout our story country. Now on this station and the web.
Who are these people and what are they doing? Well, they're talk show hosts, tourists, celebrities, and reporters from your neighboring county of Sweet Swine. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County, and they're sharing what they've learned about the businesses and points of interest in the small towns of the Midwest. Learn all that they learned on DestinationSmallTown.com.
Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now, we join Garrett Dawson, the country music megastar, as he meets with Ronnie P. Silage about appearing on the new Ronnie Stinger Show. So, Mr. Dawson, I'm telling you, the Ronnie Stinger Show is gonna be colossal. It's gonna be a great hit. It's gonna eclipse Carson. It's gonna eclipse Letterman. It's gonna eclipse Oprah.
Oprah?
We're setting it up to be a little bit of shock and talk, and we're gonna sprinkle it with music to keep it fresh.
Shock, talk, and music.
Yeah. You got it. That's the formula. Now, didn't I just hear that Prairie Ann's youngest sister, Daisy Mae Smakovich, is your new agent?
That's right. You know, she handles over a dozen huge celebrities, so when we started dating, I asked her if she'd be my agent. She said yes.
Oh, man, I need an agent. Do you think she'd have room for me in her stable of stars?
You never know. I mean, stranger things have happened, Ronnie. What I mean to say is she does handle, several huge celebrities, heavy hitters, but I'll tell her anyway.
Well, I just thought of this. I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to set her up as my first interview on my very first show. What do you think of that?
Ronnie, you wanted me on your first show.
Yeah. But I mean, if that falls through or whatever, don't you think that Daisy Mae would make an excellent interview?
Instead of me, you said you thought I would make an excellent interview.
No. You would, and I mean, you're in it. But I mean, she handles such a stable of stars,
right.
And well, the thing about it is, we were going to go for the glam and the glitz and all of that. However, I don't know that many stars. I know you, and I know
Cassidy Davis.
Yep.
So what you're telling me is you do not want me on your show, and you want my agent, Daisy Mae.
If you understand, you see, with all of the stars she knows, you see, if I interview her and it goes well, she could bring her entire client list to my show.
Would you do me the honor of marrying me, Minnie Mae?
Oh, Johnny, yes. Ooh.
This calls for a celebration. Break out the champagne. Oh, I'll get that. You get the glasses. Hello.
Sorry to bother you, boss, but Herman Allenbach from the Free Swiss Bank called.
Thanks, Wilma. Just take a message. I just asked Miss Minnie to marry me, and she said yes.
Congratulations. It's about time.
Oh, yeah, thanks. But I got to get going.
But Mr. Allenbach left 3 messages. This time he said it was urgent. Something about closing the account and wiring the money to a bank in Alabama.
Hold on a second. I didn't close any bank accounts out.
Maybe you should have returned his phone call.
You stop with the smart aleck comments. What's his phone number?
Sure. Do you have a pen and paper?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 4144-333-4144.
Thanks, Wilma.
Okay, Johnny, the champagne is chilling. Do you want me to go get it?
No, listen, Minnie, I'm really sorry, but I got something really important came up. I have a phone call I have to make. I'm sorry. We'll be right out of here. Ah, crap, it's busy. Listen, hey, would you do me a favor and go in my office and get Boris?
Boris? Boris the bear?
Right, Boris the bear. I'll try this again here. Still busy. Thanks. Hey. Minnie, was there people running in and out of my office when I was in my coma?
Oh, yes, Johnny. There were dozens of people in there helping you run your business.
Somebody found my hiding place for my Swiss bank account numbers.
Oh, no, Johnny. No. Oh, no.
What? I can't believe you had the nerve to come into my store, sister.
Oh, I had an hour to kill before my guest appearance on the Ronnie Stinger show, so I thought I'd do a little slumming.
Slumming? Slumming it? Why, I oughta get out of here right now.
I hear you blackmailed Cousin John into getting your old job back.
Blackmailed? Who told you that?
It's on Norma's blog. Just ask Norma.
Well, Norma's got it all wrong.
It sounds about right to me. Aren't you going to ask me about Garrett?
No, I'm not going to ask you about Garrett because you're going to leave, or I'm going to get Officer Dave to get your swiney out of here.
Pray Ann, you are such a drama queen. You'll be happy to know that Garrett and I are still madly in love. He even hired me to be his agent.
His agent? Well, there goes his career.
What was that?
Oh, aren't you supposed to be on the Ronnie Stinker show in an hour?
Ronnie Stinger? That's right, Ronnie insisted. You know, small town girl makes good.
There goes his ratings.
What was that?
Shouldn't you be in makeup about now? After all, the bride of Frankenstein will take a little while. Giddy up.
Oh, retract your claws, Perianne. We both know who got the lion's share of good looks in our family.
Oh, listen, sister. They could put your makeup on with a trawl and your close-up would still scare small children.
Oh, poor Prairie Ann, stuck in this one-horse town with a dead-end job. It's no wonder you're all shriveled up and bitter.
How dare you?
The green room, sweetheart.
Garrett!
Prairie Ann.
Let's go, Garrett, darling.
Oh, the show must go on. Will Prairie Ann ever get over her crush on Garrett Dawson? And will Daisy May's appearance on the Ronnie Stinger show really be a ratings killer? Find out next time on As the Corn Grows!
This program has been made possible by Purdue University, Sweet Swine County's Institute of Higher Learning, with 3 classroom trailers that can accommodate up to 9 students each. To learn more, visit sweetswinescoop.com.
Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by 3 sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now on this station and the web.
Get ready for a website like no other. A website where you will find stories done by reporters, tourists, and celebrities from Sweet Swine County. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County. With nothing happening in their county, they decided to do some stories about the businesses and points of interest located in their neighboring towns and counties. Take a unique look at life inside the small towns of the Midwest by visiting DestinationSmallTown.com.
Get ready, because now you can see a late-night talk show filmed in front of a discerning yet agreeable studio audience. Split Hoof tonight. Cousin John and his incomparable sidekick, Earl Silo, interview a roster of guests who make appearances that you won't want to miss. Now on this station and the web.